Kia ora, my name is Vikas Kumar. I belong to city Karnal, which is in northern part of India. After completing my schooling, I went on to study pharmaceutical science from Gandhi College of Pharmacy, Karnal. And after that, I went on to Wellington in 2008 to do my business marketing and management studies. I started my qualification with diploma in marketing from Welltech. I did this diploma between 2008 to 10. And after completing this diploma, I worked for a couple of companies, and I did another diploma from Wellington, which was through NZIM, and the name of the diploma was Advanced Business Management Diploma. And after completing this second diploma from New Zealand, I returned to India and started working for this company called Synopsys Biotech India Private Limited. I started working with this company in 2013. And it was during the inception years of the company, and it's been around 9 years and I'm still working with the same employer. I started working with this company as sales and marketing manager, where I was primarily responsible for sales, marketing and other promotional activity. But along with the time, I got promotion, and currently I'm working as head of international business, where I'm responsible for promoting company's product and portfolio on global level. I do a lot of activities along with my marketing team in order to expand our customer base in international market. I'm also responsible for managing QA/QC, research and general operation team of my company. Now let's go to the question number 2, which is basically my objectives for the next 5 years and how this course will help me. So a few years down the line, after completion of this course, I would be able to get enough skills and exposure which I really need in my life at this stage of time. I'll be able to put my knowledge of theory into practice back home, where I will be having 2 options at that time. The first one would be to resume my office with my current employer, which is Synopsys Biotech, on a contemporary salary and on a higher position. Alternatively, I will have a second option, which is basically my prime purpose of doing this course, and that is starting my own business, which is basically going to be a startup. And the idea of startup is that I want to set up a consultancy agency which would help local manufacturers and producers based in India, and that will help those manufacturers who are able to produce premium quality product, but they are not able to promote their product globally due to some technical hindrance or challenges like language barrier, lack of confidence in dealing with the foreign nationals, lack of skills of international level in order to promote their product in terms of sales and marketing or finance at times. So I want to set up an agency. Basically, this is going to be a management consultancy firm that would help such manufacturer and producer who are able to produce a real good quality of their product, but they are not able to promote them in global market. So I really want to create such platform for such people that they could also get access to the international market and promote their product and make their fortune. And this will also help me to build my dream, and this will be my idea of business. And I want to execute this idea after completion of this course, because this particular course from your university will enable me to gain practical approach, skills and exposure that would help me to process this idea in a much better way. Let's move to the next question, which is: the UC MBA program has a leadership core while combining a learning from across functional areas that typically exist in organization and learning application via a project execution. In this context, which aspect of the UC MBA are likely to be the greatest challenge for you, and why? As I have around a decade of experience in different segments in different countries around the world, I don't see any challenge with this program. In fact, this is particularly one reason why I precisely opted for this course and this university, because ultimately I wanted to start my own venture, set up my enterprise where I will be dealing with people from different cultural background, different socio-economic background. So I really wanted to develop such skill which would help me to work with people of different areas and in a very significant way, and I could lead the team. Either it's my own management team or my colleagues or the people with whom I'm going to work. So I think this is not a challenge for me. In fact, I really appreciate the way the program has been designed and the way university delivered this program. And secondly, if we talk about the project execution or the learning through project execution, I have a really great experience learning through project execution with Welltech in 2008, and I also enjoyed similar sort of learning experience with NZIM during 2011 while I was doing another diploma with them in New Zealand only. So I kind of like the way of learning and the leadership skills that would be precisely focused during this program. So I really find it interesting and expecting it to be quite knowledgeable instead. Now let's move to the question number 4, which is learning in the UC MBA program is active. That is, it is interaction driven primarily through a blend of faculty, workshops, industry engagement, and an engaged community of students sharing their experiences. What contribution will you make to the UC MBA program, in particular to the classroom learning, but also the wider program experience, including social activities of your peers? Well, during my professional journey of almost 1 decade, I have traveled across the world and worked with people from different nationalities, or almost from all major nationalities, and also from different cultural backgrounds. So during this experience, I have developed a great sense of mutual understanding, mutual respect, belief sharing, which basically allows me to build relationship beyond business. Secondly, I have also work experience in different industries in diverse segments, like ranging from food, feed, and to energy, which is basically oil and gas market. So during all these different portfolios and working for a single employer, I understand the value of taking small steps but the progressive ones. So I know how companies grow from scratch and goes to a bigger level. For example, in my existing employer, as I said before, I started working in the very early phase, or in fact in the inception period only. So we started this company from a very minimum capital, and now we are glad to say that we are doing almost 2 billion Indian rupees annual turnover every year. So that basically gave me an opportunity to understand in a very fundamental way that how companies grow and how small decision makes difference. Thirdly, in my leadership, we have also established channel partners and sister concern companies in different parts of the world, like in US, Dubai, Singapore, Europe, Canada, etc., where we have understood the challenges what we were experiencing during our trade. So we basically established business relationships and corporate tie-ups that really helped us to serve our customer effectively and efficiently, and ultimately these kind of establishments really helped us to increase our output and increase more employment for the locals. So I understand how these things make significant difference in the life of people on a larger extent. So ultimately, or to sum up this thing, I would like to say that I have this wealth of knowledge and experience that I would like to share with my cohort and fellow peers, and I have a firm belief that my contribution will be as valuable as I will get from theirs. Now let's get to the final question of the interview, which is question number 5, and the question is, the UC MBA is intensive and demanding of time. Do you foresee any issues or personal commitments that could affect your ability to keep up with the work requirements? Well, I have planned this MBA period very precisely, and currently I am having no personal or professional commitments that could challenge me or that could create any sort of hindrance. In fact, I have discussed this idea with my family and with my employer quite a while ago, and from both sides I got a green signal. In fact, my employer was happy to offer me sabbatical leave for this given period, and I also feel pertinent to mention here that I have completed all my personal and professional responsibilities. Unfortunately, I lost my father during first wave of COVID in July 2020, and being an elder son of the family, I was responsible to support my family by all means. So my younger sister's marriage was due, and as you might be aware that marriages are a big and costly affair in India. So that was one thing which was a big responsibility for me, and I'm glad to say that I have completed that responsibility last year, and now everybody is well settled, and now I can plan the luxury of studying abroad for myself. So now I see that I'm in the best stage of my life, that I could spare these 2 beautiful years to do this great course with your university, and take my career to the next level. So I don't see any challenges at all, and moreover I have this prior experience of studying abroad, especially in the New Zealand, in Wellington, where I was for almost 5 years, and I did 2 qualifications from there. So I know how things change, how priorities change, and how the lifestyle works there. So I personally don't see any sort of hindrance or any sort of challenge for completing this only 2-year program. So I'm quite good to go, and I see no challenge at all for this program at this point of time as well. So I see it a good time.